Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Capital. And this is a continuation of some footage from the Fisher Theater. And I'm going to head back to the Northern Lights Lounge and we'll see a burlesque show, or just a little itty bitty portion of it. Meanwhile, I have to walk back that way. So here's Woodward Main Street, Detroit, and it's a Yum Village there. Detroit Savings Bank. A lot of these old banks have been repurposed. We have mass transit here with the Q line, and we'll take a look at the White Castle. And that's a nice thing right there, open 24 hours. So if you're in a bind, you know where you can go. The train station, too, here. CCS, and it looks, I don't know if that's a high school there, but Amtrak. So here's the station in Detroit. And this might be a way for people to get here to downtown. They would take the Q line from the Amtrak. Yeah, earlier in the evening, had a Fisher Theater tour, which was quite interesting and informative. But I wanted to check out the Northern Lights Lounge, kind of like do two birds with one stone kind of thing. And they have a burlesque show. I guess it's like once a month. Okay, it's the new center neighborhood here. And there's downtown, the downtown loop, although they're going to knock out that 375 and hopefully reestablish some semblance of Paradise Valley. That would be cool. But here's the nice, it's got a nice arrow pointing you inside. You know where you got to go, which is great. K9 Motor City Solutions there. And they have good lighting in here. I'm a big fan of good lighting. They have the area up front set up, so probably get there early and often if you want a front row seat. They have some artwork in here, but look at her trigger finger here. She looks like she's got nail polish. She's almost like giving you the finger, but Niagara. This is print 30 out of 200. Looks like a lithograph type thing. Who knows? Now it might be worth pretty good. A sum of money. All right. Well, the game was like, I don't know. It was kind of like Channel 2 in the local. I'm not sure if it was available for everyone, but they're trying to get everybody in the mood or thing, like you got to pay for every NFL game, or at least it seems like it's heading that direction. And this was a local game, so yeah, they didn't have the Lions game on in the bar, and the bartender was saying, well, what do you want, titties or football? And she had a good point there, but the show doesn't start till around 9:30, so I said I still have some time, and it was game on at 8:15, so I'm pretty sure I can watch the first half, then make it back to the burlesque show in time to see the performances. And they said they had two sets. Like, they had one set, I don't know what happens, they have a break, maybe a DJ plays, and then they have the second set. Here's some train action. I love it. In the golden top of the Fisher building. Detroit Pistons Performance Center. Oh my. Yeah, they're putting on quite a performance these days, that's for sure. At the end of the show, we'll see what the Pistons have. They've tied the NBA record. Yeah. Trains rock and roll. I love them. Here at the Rook Building, I love the top here. It reminds me, if you're into playing chess, you know what the rook is. It's on the corners of the chessboard in the back row. So you got two of them, and your opponent has two. But yeah, it looks to me, I'm just saying, oh, some frames here. This was a super duper long train. There I finally see the end at 8:46. Alrighty, so now I can continue moving on. There's a Planet Fitness. You know, I have a membership for this place, and I had good intentions because they're all over the metro area. The one in Taylor on Ecorse Road is closest to me, or there's one on Michigan Avenue. But it don't matter because I haven't been there yet one time. Only to sign up is all I pretty much did. I haven't been there since, so I'll have to make it a point, one of those New Year's resolutions. Here at Dalmatian, guarding the fire station here. And I like their logo. So there you have it. It's official. And then look, maybe they have a patron saint. Industry Innovation Center. They call this like Tech Town or Technology Town. We'll see the banner here. There's even wildlife. See, here's the logo. Tech Town. And Tech Town officially Detroit. Detroit style Tech Town. But yeah, it's cool to have a neighborhood like that, and it's kind of affiliated a little bit with Wayne State. It's kind of like a business incubator. See the bunny rabbit? I have a good eye. I wasn't going to miss that. Wildlife in action. All right, Wayne State University. Industry, Intelligence, Integrity, 1868. Even in bold numbers there. Then, I think this is like to protect pedestrians as they want to look down yonder and see downtown. And you can see the Hudson's building taking shape. That's going to be just fabulous. That certainly has changed the skyline of the city. Here, an Institute for Brain Health. It says Integrative Biosciences Center. Yeah. So some people doing some medical stuff there. That's cool. Meatloaf on Monday, $10.95. Only $10.95. That is a good price. They have warming lamps outside. This is Z's Villa. I've been here every now and then. I like the outside of the building with the turret there. But yeah, they had the game on here, which was really cool. And just as luck would have it, I walked in and the Lions scored. Woohoo! So I decided I'll get a bite to eat. And I like club sandwiches. And she mentioned, well, the Motor City Club, but it's on a ciabatta bread. So it's not like your traditional like toast and then cut up into fours. All right, the extra point was good. And so, what's that, another touchdown? All right, dinner is served. So it's cut in two there. And then those chips were great with that honey mustard, plus a little table here to go over the overhang, and I can keep tabs on the game. Look, yeah, 14-0. Woohoo! Oh, I wanted to show that I polished it off, except the pickles. I don't like pickles, so they can keep that. But the chips were great. A good meal. It's halftime. I had my Lions hat on, as luck would have it. So it's all good at this point. Okay. And then Chevy has that red ribbon thing, too. I think Toyota started it. Now some artwork here, and this is going through the underpass. So this is the active rail line where we saw the train, and also Amtrak uses this too. They could use a few lights maybe underneath here, but there's the queue line. Yeah, I'm going to name this show something to the effect of Burlesque Detroit Style, or Detroit Style Burlesque. And it's interesting how the titles can be suggestive. So somebody might see Burlesque and think, oh, gonna really see a crazy show. And I'll have to say, well, yeah, you're gonna have to fast forward like through about at least 12 minutes. But yeah, here we go.
That was really, really good. Yeah, it seemed like I was joking, but I am kind of being serious that I do get a little bit emotional about this stuff because I have gotten to
Oh, and you can play this miniature version of shuffleboard kind of thing. That was not a good throw. Take two. Okay, outdoors they have Christmas lights. Yeah, well, I wanted to put this show on public access, and I think it was too risque. And I think, I don't know how it worked. I think I caught just the end of the set there. Here are the Christmas lights. I don't know how much this costs to get one of those. But you face it towards your house or whatnot, and it does all. It looks great. All right, 45 degrees here in Detroit, so nice temperature-wise. But yeah, they have good lighting in this bar. Yeah, so I didn't know what you can get away with. This might even be a little too risque for YouTube too. I'll have to see how this goes. Yeah, but from football to burlesque. I didn't want to zoom in too much kind of thing. So, yeah, I'll kind of shelter you a little bit. Lions up 28-7, so things are looking good. They have a disco ball in here. There was a good crowd, and it was a young crowd. Look at this. This is what they call it here. They've been naughty. $10 admission. Wasn't bad. And it was a young, like, whippersnapper type crowd. The 20s and 30s. What's that? The Gen Zs. Maybe a few millennials. A few baby boomers. Maybe. Yeah, it's an all-age type thing, but I was told by the guy that organized it like a week prior, he says, oh, they want to do this like every month. So I'm going to keep tabs and see if they're going to have another show. And then the next show, I'll try to get there. There won't be like a Lion game playing to interrupt anything. I could catch the set from the start to the finish. And then that would really, it might end up on YouTube and just like go viral. That chance of that happening. Although sometimes with algorithms, if you have the right title, I think it can kind of resonate with viewers. And maybe Burlesk might have that thing to it. I don't know. But later I said, okay, I'm going to go to Nancy Whiskey's because they always have entertainment here. And it's usually kind of like a blues jazzy type thing. And so, yeah, this was later in the evening here. Oh, they have a back 40 out here too. So if you need to smoke or need some fresh air, you got a nice view of the Motor City Casino. This is really nice in the summertime. Detroit's oldest party, and that's kind of what we can do in Detroit. We can have our tagline here, like open for pleasure. And certainly Detroit knows how to party, so we're not lacking in watering holes and places for people to enjoy themselves. And live music for free here, too. Plus the Lions game. Game here too where it's like a claw thing and you win prizes if you can grab it and hang on to it and then bring it to this door and drop it in. You win. Prize Palace. There's the Jaws type thing, and then there's the prize door. But I'm not good at these kind of games, so I didn't do it. But there's a joystick there that you got to play with. But here, back to the music. like the hat. I have to go to a 60s for the New Year's Eve thing. And I'm thinking a hat like that might be styling. That might work. Oh, it's going to be game over here. So the Lions have 10 wins now. This is the way it was back on Saturday, December 16th. Wowie kazowie. Damn, are they going to make the playoffs? We shall soon find out. They did a lot of Motown hits, which was great here. And their clock runs like 21 minutes fast, or 20 minutes fast, thereabouts. Yeah, Lions win. I probably should have stayed for the second set of the Burlesk show. I mean, the Lions play every weekend, basically, but in the fall season, certainly. But, yeah, the Burlesk show, they're going to try to make that like once a month, possibly, you know, in the winter season. So they're starting to get ready or primed up for the Dirty Show, which happens at the Russell Industrial Center around Valentine's Day and the weeks leading up to it. So, anyways, that was interesting to be sure. This is my kitchen, and I never did get around to painting it. Certainly an ugly orange, a pumpkin orange. And I had every intention of doing it. But then I had like a pig roast in the summertime, and I said, people, you know, just write on the walls and whatnot. And I was going to tape over it, and that never happened. So whoever inherits the house is going to have a real joy repainting the kitchen. Got to scrape all the stickers off. Oh, yikes. All right, well, we got a little snow. This was a little ways ago, but not for Christmas. It's not going to happen, they say. It's going to be like in the 50-degree range. All right, here's going to be a Regent Court update. This is fascinating watching this. They're going to demolish this whole kit and caboodle. So they've just started. There's plenty of time to get out here and watch this all go down. And you want to see the land shark here, Big Bubba, or if you want a female, make it a female type thing. You could call it Big Bertha or something. But That's the red thing, but there's these smaller vultures that will pick through and take the steel girders and certainly separate those out. The aluminum, they probably sort that a little bit too, although it might be mixed with other structural steel. But they have a method to the madness. They might have to take down this tree. That was blocking the view there. But, yeah, they're going at it here. Oh, now this is the picture effects that I have on the camcorder, and I hardly ever use this. This, I think, is sepia, or it might be negative art. Let's see, this might be negative art. Kind of inverts everything. This is sepia. Kind of makes it look a little orangey. This is black and white, I think. I'm just cycling through them to see which one, just to give you an idea of the different effects. This is Solarize, I think. And there's one that's Mosaic that will kind of pixelate it. Okay, that's Mosaic. Okay, back to normal. I think this is sepia. This one doesn't do anything for me. This one I like, though, the negative art. It inverts everything. What's black is white, and white is black kind of thing. And it is kind of negative art, like they're not putting up a piece of art, they're actually demoing it and taking it down. So it's very apropos for this. But, yeah, they did some studies and said, no, they couldn't repurpose this building. I was told by the security guy over at the Hyatt Regency, last incarnation was George's, or George, whatever, and they're going to make that high rent apartments over there, but I don't know what the time frame is, and that's from the security guard. I don't know if you can take that to the bank. These kind of things have to be vetted or resourced, or what do news reporters do? They got to vet their stories and make sure they're true. So take everything you hear from me with a grain of salt, for sure. A little fan action there.
I broke down and banked up, been laid up a couple weeks. Had my share of bad luck, hard falls and drawn deep.
I want to be there when they take that main atrium down, that glass thing. That will be interesting. They got a ways to go before they get to that point. All right. Capri, their 50th anniversary there this year, and it says home of the original pepperoni roll. And I went in there thinking I would get a pepperoni roll to go, but they were sold out. So I said, I'll be back. That's what Arnold says, but yeah. Oh, and then I thought I had won something here. George's Used Cars. And play Monopoly. And look I got 3 houses. And that says I win a TCL 55-inch 4K Ultra HD Smart TV. and I thought I was good to go. This was my lucky day. Then I see you win, and there's a couple asterisk type things. Basically means you have to read the fine print. I went inside there because I wanted to trade in my Focus and see what they would, what kind of price they would give me, because my new Ford Maverick should be coming out of the factory in a month or two. But they couldn't even give me a price. They said, bring your title in when you're ready to sell, and we'll quote you a price. It's like, really? You need the title to do that? So I didn't leave with a good feeling about that place, but oh well. Here's Top Gun, a shooting range. I was in this neighborhood. I was checking out my tires. Yeah, this is the Focus I want to trade in, but I don't want to put on a new set of tires unless the new owner wants me to do that, but then the price would go higher. It needs a set of brakes, too. But I don't know. We'll have to figure this out. I'm not far from the airport here. That's the city of Romulus and then Taylor. But I was, on Pennsylvania here, and then look at this. Art is everywhere. And I said, well, I got to stop and take a peek at this thing. And that looks like a spider there. But yeah, like a mini Jaws thing. And there's another one that apparently is a fish eater, because a fish got trapped there. So yeah, this is a salvage yard on Pennsylvania and in the city of Taylor, the southern part of Taylor. And look, the Little League World Series champions in 2021. So that's pretty cool. Then a warehouse facility here, parts thing. And then check out the Santa Claus here. That's pretty nice. I like that. And a mini one in front. All right. And then while I was in the neighborhood, check this out. Wyatt the bear. Pretty cool looking bear. That's just down the street from me, or not too, just a few blocks away from me. I'm on Lehigh here, but this is a few blocks north. And yeah, just showing you the bear, because I have a mini bear on my porch.
94.7 WCSX.
I call him Marty, short for Mardi Gras, because he's a party bear. Definitely likes to party. Here's the logo for the city of Dearborn Heights, the All-American family. Check out her figure there. Whew. Yowie kazowie. But yeah, I want to show you inside my garage. I got some work to do. But I went to Fisher Body on a tour, and then I saw, I says, I know that logo's inside the car. Beavis and Butthead have been sighted around these parts. But yeah, RSSS, and it's a 350. It's the first vehicle that Chevy put the 350 engine in. The 67. It went in a lot of other cars after that, models, but this was the first one. So anyways, I got to redo the engine. It has air conditioning, which is really cool. It's a ladies' car, but I wanted to see the floorboard here to see the Fisher logo, which is cool. The Fisher body stamp, like. So there you have it. Looks like the coach just at the Fisher Theater that we saw in last week's show. And then I want to see the seat belts. I didn't know if it had the GM logo or the Chevy bow tie. So it's got the special seats. Here's the seat belt. So it's got the Fisher carriage on there. So that's looking cool. And there's no shoulder harness. And it's too dark to show you, but it's got it's deluxe steering wheel, power steering, power brakes. I got to get this on the road. And it's not like Camaro per se. It's Chevrolet by Camaro. Well, Chevrolet takes the precedence there. And a side window. Those are always nice. So anyways, put the lawnmower back. But yeah, I wanted to see what the seat belts look like. But that's been a project for years, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So, all right, here's the check. I was surprised by this, but I had 1 day of jury service, even though I didn't sit on a trial, but they still pay you for that day. So, yeah, $46 or whatever it was. And then here's, I got a sticker at Pure Detroit. Actually, I bought 3 of them, so this is going to be a ceremonial display day. This, yeah, from Pure Detroit, so that's their own design. And then here, Michigan Enjoy. And then at the Capri Italian place, I couldn't get my pepperoni roll, but I got handcrafted in Italy some spaghetti. So we're going to try that out. That's like authentic, so we're going to give it a go. Here, well, the Dirty Show's is going to be coming in February, so get ready for that. And I'm going to try and see if I can cover more of these burlesque shows. I'm a little wary as to whether this will pass YouTube standards or not, but it's not like full nudity by any means. You know, it's just women acting sexy kind of type thing. And we've been kind of prudish. Oh, I've shown this before, but I got some things here I wouldn't want to paint over some of the artwork here. But you can see some people, you know, for the pig roast here, they signed in. And then over the years, I put different bumper stickers. DBN is the abbreviation for Dearborn. So there should be a dbn.com, and somebody should promote Dearborn on that one. But you can go to cityofdearborn.org. I think that's the official site. So, yeah, there's some ugly wallpaper that has to come down. And this is kind of like a Mona Lisa. Nobody can quite figure if that's a boy or girl. Just like Mona Lisa, you don't know if she's smiling or not, kind of in between. We don't know if that's a boy or a girl. So your guess is as good as anyone else's. All right, $4.99 for this. The official flag of Detroit. This one, what, $3.50? All right, and so I put this one up, but I should have used the level. I was a little bit off a little bit, but that's okay. Not everything in this house is perfectly aligned. Try to keep the air bubbles out. But yeah, we have a kick-ass state, the only one with 2 peninsulas. Cool. All right. And then the Detroit one. This was from the World Cup. And then det.com is the website. We're waiting for the Stonehouse Bar to reopen. The Purple Gang used to hang out at the Stonehouse. All right, so right behind the Olympic sticker, I put it. All right, we're going to take a look at this diversity thing, the puzzle with strength. I kind of took this from work. I didn't steal it like outright. I made a Xerox copy and put it back on the poster board, but I liked this one because it was color. But anyways, talking about diversity, it affects in a bunch of different ways, at least 9 here. The one that you mainly hear about is this next one here, sexual and gender. So you think diversity, you think of the bi or the gay or the trans, and you wig out. But diversity is age. You got young people, middle-aged, older people. Then you have people with a disability. That could be any age bracket. And then geographic. So there's 9 things. And so diversity, so we're rainbow people in a lot of different aspects, not just that sexual and gender one. All right, here 375. They're not going to make this an expressway anymore. They're going to just chop that all out and have surface streeting, and they should reestablish businesses and bars and even fashion type stuff and things that the black folk want. That should be their neck of the woods as far as calling the action. And that's urban planning that, done before it gets going and stuff is perfect. You need to have good urban planning. Give the people what they want. All right, back to the negative art here. Oh, my parents are village people. They hang out here at Allegria Village, and they like it. So we're going to get a moon update here. And gosh darn, that looks like half a moon right there, don't it? That's beautiful. So we'll look at the official thing. You can check this out, almanac.com. And it's 47% illumination. Alrighty then. And then here's our football-inspired bridges. There's 2 of them. And we have a corner store. And they have decent gas prices here also. But it might have that 10% ethanol. This is the 35G model, some heavy artillery here, or medium-sized. All number of different sizes depending on the project. This almost looks like Stonehenge a little bit in construction, but they're, this is a nice peace park, the first of 3 that will take place. Look at that housing right next to the train tracks. How can they deal with all that train noise? Yikes. We have, I make light of the fact we have so many NIMBYs, not in my backyard. But anyways, I digress. A couple nice Christmas trees there. This is a larger piece of heavy artillery, a Komatsu, the 300 PC 300 LC. How about it? All right, well then I went to Hong Kong and I get Chinese food. So it comes with a roll and an egg roll and some sweet and sour sauce. And then, here's the Pistons. They are on a roll. I don't know if you would say kind of like that negative art. It would be like a negative roll, but they have the opportunity to do something that no other team has done ever before. All right, here, January 2024, I am ready. Usually I procrastinate, but I am ready for next year. Got my calendar. I think it was $4.99 at Staples, and it has those big blocks where you can write in what your day's activities. Some people do it on their phone or on their book or whatever. I like to just use that calendar. All right, the Dirty Show's coming up. I can't promote that enough, can I? Carry out phone number. Hong Kong is right next to Marshall's. And I do the number 19, the beef, pea pods, and mushrooms. I should try, but sometimes when you do with something good, you stick with it. So, that was the leftover container. I ate the egg roll and whatnot, the whole kit, and that was leftovers. You get 2 meals for $12. I got 2, actually like 2.5 meals. All right, here's the diversity, the puzzle with strength. I'll keep going over this. So they say the more you pound it in people, the more they kind of get it after a while. But there's all sorts of diversity. So you might be on one end of the rainbow spectrum here or there, depending on what the sexual and gender, like I say, is the main one that gets people's panties all bunched up or whatnot. But you can do any number of things here where, yeah, well, religion, spiritual, you got people believing all number of different things. You talk to 100 people and you're going to have 100 different question or answers on what, religion means to them. Or, yeah, it's complicated, right? But yeah, but here, look at this. This was breaking news. And they were talking about Michigan and then Detroit. And so, yeah, this was live on CNN.
Official there, that in essence what was happening here, he suggests, is that...
Yeah, Detroit News reported that everybody knows Detroit is crooked as hell. That's a quote from Donald Trump talking about Detroit. Everybody knows Detroit is crooked as hell. No, Detroit knows Trump is crooked as hell. Holy crap. My Lord, how he twists things up. Oh, man. No, Detroit is not crooked. Donald Trump, your days are numbered. Holy crap. I can't believe, okay, once burned, twice smart, or actually I got my old work boots and it doesn't, see the grooves on the cat model? I'm tired of the goose poop getting in the cracks, and then it just has that pungent odor. It's like dog poop, but not quite the same, but just as bad kind of thing. But it has a distinct smell. And yeah, it's not a pretty sight. So I got smart. I got my old work boots. And yeah, put up a cloud of dust here. Here's another Jaws version in waiting. They don't need it quite now. But yeah, this is interesting. I don't know what the full process will be when they think this will be totally complete and all said and done and torn down and all the materials carted off, but probably several weeks to say the least. So I'll make it a point to try to update. So okay, you can see the elevators there, the up down, and yeah, that's always surrounded by concrete and whatnot, so it'll take a little extra hitting around there to knock that down. But yeah, this is a fairly big size big boy here, twirling around. All right, here's that camera effect, negative art. And yeah, it's a nice glass structure. It's a semi-attractive building. I don't care for the portholes up top, the Darth Vader look, but yeah, it seems weird though they couldn't repurpose the building. They could have done maybe luxury apartments, but they're going to have a master plan and they have to submit it to the city yet. But it'll be some kind of residential development, probably mixed use, but the person that bought the building says, yeah, he wants people to live here in Dearborn, more people. So this is like the Midtown area of Dearborn. We certainly have a distinct neighborhood for Eastbourne and another one for Westbourne. But here in Midbourne, there's a lot of room for growth. And most of the property and land is owned by Ford Motor. And in fact, Ford Motor owned this property and owned the building, but they sold the thing to a private developer here. So we'll have to see. This is urban planning too. This can be exciting stuff. Done right, it affects everybody in a good, positive way. So, yeah, stay tuned to this. This will be exciting for the city of Dearborn for sure. Oh, and then this, like under negative art, you can see the goose poop. It almost comes like under like an x-ray kind of thing. So you're walking, and I'm avoiding these like landmines, but you really have to keep your eyes open. And so, yeah, it's just one of the hazards is all, you know, but it's still doable. You can work around it. That round thing up top, I don't know what that was for, but Homrich, yeah, this is the Big Bertha or Big Bubba. We got to get a good name for him. He's been around North America and whatnot, that big Jaws type thing, so I'm sure somewhere along the way it's gotten a name or like a nickname, but I'll have to ask around and see if somebody can share that. There's a little bobcat, and they're just, because there's dust that's strewn out in the air, some of it makes its way to the street, so they sweep it up.
Man to man, are not up to snuff.
All right, that seems to be around the lowest gas, this 258. It might have bottomed out there for a spell. Now, the crisis in the Middle East might complicate things. There was talk about the Suez Canal and the Red Sea and pirates and all that stuff, so not sure how that's going to affect everything. But, yeah, we still need a lot of work to do there in getting the Middle East figured out. So I'm ready and willing to offer my services for negotiation because, to be quite honest with you, I'm just sick and tired of hearing this all through the years. It's just like, holy crap, they can't find peace there. Nothing's going to happen. They just want to be at each other's throats all day, every day. It's like, holy crap, don't you get tired of that shit after a while? So anyways, I think I can come up with a peaceful resolution. Just get, DM me? I think that's what they say, direct message. Yeah, just do that. Here there's going to be a bridge across here, but it looks like they're constructing this one in the traditional way. This one was, this bridge was built off site and then swung into place. Kind of a new kind of construction. But here's a nice mural. I was doing some Christmas shopping, so I said I'll stop here at the Carhartt store, 5800 Cass Avenue. But you see this nice mural from I-94, born in Detroit. To tell you the truth, that's my claim to fame also. Not in 1889, not anywhere near as old as that, but 1960. Yeah, that's scary to think. Somehow I went from a young whippersnapper to a old man. I can get some of those senior discounts and whatnot. You really don't have to wait till 65 for a lot of those things. A lot of things kick in at 60. Like when I go to a Friday night football and all that, they take one look at me and say, oh, seniors, you get in free. So I'm starting to look my age. Yikes, that is really scary. Here's some small artillery here, and I have cat boots, but they're not good around goose or geese. Ganders of geese, no. All right, so the Pistons, yeah, we're going to round this out. This was, if they will tie the record, and it looks like they're in good shape to do that. It's like a negative roll kind of thing, but hey, if you're going to do it upright and make some noise about it and have some fun with it, you know. Set the record and then go above and beyond so nobody else can ever surpass it. And then, you know, when you break it down, it's just, I like this commercial here. They got good music with that. But yeah, back to the game. And that's it. Final. Holy Toledo, we have tied the record.
A loss for the Pistons here in Brooklyn. 126 to 115. Well, they have tied the record for consecutive losses in the season as they fall to Brooklyn here.
Well, all be. Yeah, you know what they should do until they win is they should give out free tickets and just to Detroit students or whatnot. High school students or whatever, people that haven't been to a game. Pistons dropped 26 consecutive. Yeah. Whew. But yeah, fill up the place and have some fun with it. Yeah, set the record and then make it such that nobody ever breaks it. All right, folks, that's it. Thanks for watching. Good night.